Yeah, and for those who saying that P never really claimed the NO or the Calliope projects before blowing up in the rap game, they wrong. If you go back and listen to his first song called I'm Rolling, he mentioned New Orleans in there, that he was going back home and visit mom. And then he also mentioned in that Anything Goes video, growing up in the Cali, New Orleans to be exact. G, I had to pack again because I thought somebody was out to kill me. That's what he said.
Greetings, this is Brother Dawood. I want to do this quick video real quick. I know that I have other projects that's on the table. I'm supposed to be doing the Cash Money Records, Cash Money Brothers video, and also part 2 of Max video. And I also supposed to be doing the UNLV and the True No Limit Soldiers video. But I wanted to just touch on something real quick. The name, I want to do something called Where Master P is Really From. I remember Yuck Mouth saying in a song that dude is from different, he said dude is from 3 different area codes. Wherever it's hot at musically, that's where Master P from. But I want to say this. My reason for doing this video is to let those who do know, who don't know, that Master P is from Uptown New Orleans, 3rd Ward Calliope projects on the old side from Mirror Courtway on Errata Street. Now the Calliope projects had 8 courtways, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me in the comments section. But if you go back to the front of town part of the project, the First Street Prayer Street, that's Prayer Court way is the first courtway, and then from Prayer Court where you have Johnson Courtway, then you had Galvez Court, and then from Galvez Court you go into back of town on the old side, Mirror Courtway, Tonti Courtway, Russia Blade Courtway, I think it's Durga Ward Courtway, and then you have the Delia Court. And the Delia Courtway is the 4-story buildings. That's the big building you see Master P shoot the Doubt It Bout It video, and the Ice Cream Man is shot in the Delia Courtway. And the Delia Courtway stretches from Prayer Street all the way up to Delia. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention Delia Courtway too. I mean Delia Courtway, yeah, I mentioned it right now, I'm sorry. The Delia Courtway stretches from the front of town all the way to the back of town on the new side. And when you look at the Calliope Bob video or the Calliope Boys video on where I'm from, those 3-story buildings, when you see those type of buildings, that's on the old side of the Calliope. And the street that separates the old side from the new side is called Errata Street. And the street that separates the front of town from the back of town is called Galvez Street. So, we'll go back to Master P. Dude, he went to Booker T and all. He played ball in the projects. He was out there doing his thing. He used to go and play ball in Taylor Park and all that and everything. Master P jumped up the porch at an early age to help his family out. His pops is Big P. You know what I'm saying? Percy Senior. AKA Mad Dog. He wasn't no joke either back in his time. But I know his father, I think he used to work for the French Market in New Orleans at one time. He like head of security or something like that. But anyway, P mentioned in the old edition of Feds magazine that he jumped off the porch so that his brothers could come outside and won't have to worry about having no problem with nobody messing with them. And he also stated that he hustled a little bit, but nothing big time. Just enough to get like outfits and stuff and help out with the family and all those different things. And he also mentioned how the Tuesday Crew name and team came about. Him and his boys was with each other trying to holler at these girls one day. They out of nowhere, some dude tried to rob them. He said he had on his leather coat with his diamond-crusted Percy Miller chain on. He also stated how he bluffed the dude into thinking that he had a gun in his pocket. But him and his boys left their guns in a car back at the Calliope projects. This all happened on a Tuesday. So from that event, they went all out and beat the brakes off the dude. And since that day, they coined the name the Tuesday Crew and will go out every Tuesday and wild out and party. You know, I've been reading some comments on some of these YouTube videos, and some people think P is not really from the streets. Remember, former No Limit artist by the name of Trey 8, who I'm going to be doing a video on real soon. He dissed P on his album on a song called True to the Game, where he said somebody told him that P was a nerd back in Booker T school. Well, P said it himself that he was an honor student, but that don't mean that if a person's an honor student that they can't put in work. Those are the ones you have to really watch out for sometimes, you know. You think that if P was soft or wasn't about that life, he would be able to make it as far as he made it in the industry? Dude organized and put together one of the biggest and richest labels on the planet. Plus, he demanded ownership of his music. While dudes who get called real got pennies on the dollar from their album. And they only got paid from doing shows. But No Limit hit the industry with force. I remember C in an interview, he set up his brother P that P was worse than him at one time. And P was out there on the streets. And that he did things so that him, Kev, or C didn't have to be out there like that. Plus, Big Boz mentioned in an interview that Master P thought he wasn't gonna make it to 21 because he was out there in the streets hustling hard and all those different things. But then he said that the music changed P because P was out there, hustling bad. So people question P's street cred a lot. They said that they never heard no stories of him from the old days. And I put out a picture on P when he was younger with his crew. If you go back and look at that Tuesday Crew video, you'll see him in that picture. And plus go back and look at Let the Hood Talk video with Wayne Go Brother talking about P and C and them. He said he heard stats on C Murder and P, but he didn't want to go into details. Master P went to Cali, he made it happen. Then came back home. And he was rolling with them hitters from the Rich and everything too. I remember JT the Bigger Figure said that Master P and those rich boys jumped him at a show one day, him and his boy. I think he said that his boy ran or something like that. But he said that Master P was coming through the crowd, like the crowd was like parting ways for Master P to come through, and Master P was screaming, "Projects, projects, projects," and he was trying to figure out who this dude was. And he said, long and behold, it was Master P with those dudes from the Rich. And he said that night they wanted to get and jump out P and them. It's not funny, but but P was messing around with Kansas City hard too. I don't know if you know the dude with him, Court C, the big dude that's the workout dude from No Limit Muscle or something like that. He's part of that group called CCG. P was out there hard, in Kansas and a couple other cities. But all the old heads can vouch for this. This is no disrespect to the new generation, but they don't know certain things. This dude came and shot a video, man, in New Orleans at its peak of murders in the city. I heard that when he shot the Bout It video, that he was there with his jewelry on and with no cops. He had his brother C Murder in them with him and others. Plus Randall, was his cousin who had a cameo in the Bout It movie. I was watching an In Focus Media video titled Cali Untold, and I saw the part with the two young dudes saying that P wasn't from the Calio, and he was a little boy. I think what the dude was trying to say, that P was a little boy when he left New Orleans or the Calio. The dude that said that, his name is Lil Joey, who was doing life in Angola right now. But he appeared in American Kids in New Orleans Exposed as a youngin. And then you had the other dude that said, the only one that's from the Calio is C, my dog C Murder. And his name is Corby, or aka Kofat. And he appeared in on the 1996 Master P documentary on YouTube. It's really 1997, but the person that uploaded put it as 96. And also he appeared in the Hootie Who video, and he was on that Calio Living series here on YouTube. A couple of the new generations of a couple of the new people, the new generation people from the Calio, they appeared on No Limit videos as well. You know, Calio Var, he appeared on that 504 Boys video called Wody with C Murder scene. When C Murder standing on top of the car, you'll see Var, one of the people who surrounded CYE on the car in that video. And you'll see Var right there in that video. And then you have Tito, who was in those Calio Living series, who appeared in C Murder and BG video, Hurting Me. And then you had Charles, the one they call Willie B. He was on that True Homies video. But there was a Time magazine special, I believe. If I'm it was on New Orleans. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me in the comments. They interviewed Willie B and a couple other people from the city. And he told the story of what happened to him with his eye. He said that he was fighting or something, or breaking up a fight, and somebody came back with an axe or something, and they hit him. And that's what resulted in him having his situation he had with his eye and everything. But dude was raw though, man. The dude Willie B, he's a raw dude. You know, he rolled with Calio Var and them with the whole thing with the music and all that. And I remember waiting for that Calio Papa album to drop on No Limit. When I first heard of him, he was on that True Crime, the Crime Family album, on a track called Don't Judge Me. And dude killed it, you know. So, and I felt like we got robbed of receiving that Calio Papa album. He was called Papa by himself at the time, but I feel that we was robbed of that. And, you know, I want to talk about Silkk real quick. I'm gonna be doing a video on him real soon as well. I got like a lot of videos that I'm gonna be working on. But the dude, little Joey, he said in that same video, he said, I don't know where the hell Silkk came from. But these dudes probably wasn't even born when the P and Silkk and them left for Cali, you know. P said on that Stop Playing With Me song on the Only God Could Judge Me album, he said, I changed my life to move to Cali. No more slanging on the corners, no more slanging in the alley. You know what P went out there to Cali to do. He went out there to get his hustle on. But when Silkk was out there in Cali with Pete, Silkk was getting into a lot of fights as a young teen. You know, dude got kicked out of like 3 schools. People think Silkk soft because, you know, he's Master P's youngest brother and all this other stuff. But Silkk put his work in on the streets. You know, I remember when Silkk mentioned on that Vlad interview that they was in the streets before the record label and everything took off. And there was an incident that took place where C had a problem with some dude and he beat the dude up. And then this happened in Cali. And then 3 days later, P, Silkk, and Big Ed was at the gym working out. And the guy tried to approach P thinking that he would see murder. Because people should say that P and C looked alike at one time. So dude had a bunch of people with him. P, Silkk, and Big Ed shot their way out of that gym. They didn't get harmed at all, but they shot their way out of that gym against that group of dudes. So and Silkk had beef with LL Cool J later on down the line. I'm gonna be doing a video on that's gonna be on the Silkk video, but cause LL Cool J was talking slick on P, cause he didn't really want P on that 5 4 3 2 1 song. He was saying that Def Jam kind of like shoved Master P down his throat because Master P was like the biggest thing out that time when that album came out, and they said in order for him to get that southern exposure and get that grab some of that South crowd to support that album, get Master P on the album. Come on, we gotta get him on the album, and he was very upset with that. So there was a photo shoot taking place or a movie or something like that, and Silkk said something to LL Cool J about that. So I'm gonna get into that on the Silkk video. But Silkk he had the girls, man. He had Maya and Trina and all the other girls that was after him, so to say. I remember when I was in school and the girls used to talk about Silkk and how they wanted him and he was all this and that, and how they like him, he was handsome and all that, But I just had to put this video out real quick because I'll be reading the comments on some of these videos, and I'll be saying some of the things that people say. So my video on the true or the real No Limit Soldiers should be I should be uploading it sometime today, if not tomorrow. But hope that everyone have a beautiful and blessed day. But shalom, salams, Godspeed.